Hello and welcome to day one of the 31-day D&D challenge. Today we're going to talk about my favorite playable race in Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get to that, I'm going to need you to roll for initiative. Alright, let's cut to the chase. This is not a recipe video, and you do not need to hear about the brisk fall day in which I heard about this race. Aasimar. That's right, Aasimar, and that is how you pronounce it. That is straight from Chris Perkins' mouth himself, so I am going to need you to deal with it. If you don't know who the Aasimar are, here is a quick synopsis. Aasimar are human descendants whose bloodline was at one point infused with the essence of Mount Celestia, making them now known as Plane Touched. Mount Celestia is the lawful good plane in which most of the lawful good deities reside, and almost every creature there pursues righteousness and purity above everything else. In another video, I will discuss the planes of existence more intricately and with more detail because I really like the planes of existence, and I'm currently running a campaign that is about to become a planes hopping campaign, and it's very exciting. Aasimar are effectively the antithesis of tieflings. Tieflings are equally plane touched but from a demonic origin, whereas the Aasimar are more of an angelic, godly origin. Aasimar are typically given some sort of preordained mission by their deity when they're born, but this bit of flavor is of course up to the DM and the player when they're creating their backstory. There are three sub-races to Aasimar that you get access to at level 3. The first one being Protector, which allows you to fly, deal radiant damage to one target, and also shed a radiant aura around your character. The second one is Scourge, which takes that radiant aura and allows you to deal damage to every target inside of that aura, with the caveat that you also take some of that damage. And thirdly is the Fallen Aasimar, the sub-race that allows you to live out your edgelord fantasies by being a human who is touched with angelic heritage and godly destiny and still somehow decides to be emo. And also your aura is necrotic damage, because of course it is. Aasimar are effectively third culture kids, not really leaning towards their human or angelic kin, but instead preferring the company of other half-breeds like half-elves, half-orcs, and other Aasimar. So besides looking freaking awesome, why do I love Aasimar so much? Well, let me start by saying that it's not just because I'm a Christian and the Aasimar have divine origins or some such. I actually would have chosen either half-elves or genasi, but in the last week or so, Wizards of the Coast made an announcement that they are reworking how racial stat bonuses work, so they're not tied to specific races anymore, and any race can benefit from really any type of bonus. This means that regardless of what kind of class you want to play, you can play whatever race you want, and you don't have to min-max your race and class combination. I think that's a great step forward for Dungeons & Dragons, and that's actually been a house rule of mine since I first started DMing a long time ago. Yes, you can be an elf barbarian. Every single elf isn't identical. So here's what I really love about the Aasimar. They can be a surprise to the other players at your table. So say you're starting a campaign at level 1, you can tell your fellow players that you're just playing a human, because again, the Aasimar subrace doesn't reveal itself until level 3. So as far as they're concerned, you can go several sessions and you're just a normal human. And then suddenly in the middle of battle, you just go Super Saiyan. Just imagine it, your hair flicks pure white, your eyes begin to smolder as wispy golden tendrils start to raise from the outside edges. Your sword's blade is transformed into pure light as the veins beneath your skin begin to glow. Suddenly an aura of radiant energy emanates out from your character as celestial wings flash onto your back. Trust me, that's a really cool character moment if no one is expecting. There's a ton of lore and history that is tied to the Aasimar race I can't get into right now because I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit short. And so for further reading, I present to you a link in the description below to the wiki for the Forgotten Realms setting. Also, you should just totally pick up Volo's Guide to Monsters. It has everything you need to know about how to play an Aasimar, the things that you get from picking that as your race, and also other awesome races like Goliath or Triton. On top of that, if you're a dungeon master, having access to those races is invaluable for your players, and it also comes with a ton of new monsters to supplement what you get in the monster manual. Well, that's all the time that I have today, but if you come back tomorrow, I'm going to talk about my favorite player class. Well, friends, if you liked the video, do this. If you disliked it, do that. And down in the comments below, tell me what your favorite race is and why it's probably not Aasimar. As always, my name's John. I've been your RPG pastor, and I will see you tomorrow. Also, it's pronounced Aasimar. I was just screwing with you.